Culture and heritage lovers can feast their eyes and taste buds with two upcoming events at the Sun Yat-sen Nanyang Memorial Hall. A special exhibition, From Brush to Lens, early Chinese photography studios in Singapore will spotlight the early days of Singapore's cultural diversity through a collection of close to 90 artifacts and photographs, and the Wan Qing CultureFest promises Nanyang coffee, amongst other intangible cultural activities.
Joining us with more tonight is Erika Foo, Assistant Manager of Programs at the Sun Yat-sen Nanyang Memorial Hall, and Odelia Ong Mun, a student at Ngee Ann Polytechnic. Thank you both for coming in this evening.
Thank you.
So tell us more then about this exhibition and how it gives visitors a glimpse into the history through photography studios and photographs.
So as you all may know, photographs are a very important way for us to preserve our memories, and also they're very important tools for us to record and document our visual history. So through these photographs, through this exhibition actually, we hope to present a series of portrait photographs, not just of the Chinese community in Singapore, but also of members of the Malay, Eurasian and Indian communities. So through this exhibition, we really hope that visitors will be able to sort of get a glimpse into what life was like in the past in Singapore, as well as to get a better understanding of multiculturalism in Singapore, what it used to be.
So what about the stories that we can find from these photographs, the insides and stories?
Yes, so as you mentioned earlier, so this exhibition will actually showcase over 90 photographic artifacts dating from the late 19th century all the way to the early 20th century. And most of these photographs, they actually highlight the work of Chinese photography studios in Singapore. One very interesting photo is actually that of two young gentlemen, one Chinese and one Malay, in a themed photo shoot. What's interesting is that for this photo shoot, both of the young gentlemen, they had actually chosen to wear matching outfits. So in a way, this suggests to us that they already had a very close interracial friendship back in the day. So through these photographs, as well as many other photographs in the exhibition, visitors will be able to sort of get an understanding of our multicultural beginnings.
Okay, we'll carry on with this in a bit, but Odelia, we've got to ask you a question as well. And we've noticed you've brought in a coffee-making device of sorts. So I'm not a coffee drinker, but I know many people will be very pleased to know that it's part of perhaps Singapore's cultural heritage. So explain to us what's going on here.
Okay, so what we have here today is the V60 modern hand pour version, but the science of coffee making using this V60 set is actually very similar to the Nanyang traditional coffee that you will get in, let's say, a kopitiam. So let me take us through the whole coffee making process. So firstly, we will line this dripper with this filter paper, and this is similar to in the kopitiam setting. You use a coffee sock, just that will produce a thicker and a stronger brew as compared to this. And then usually we take 1 scoop of coffee powder, and it will make around 1 cup of coffee, and we add hot water to it. So firstly, we will wet all the coffee powder first to ensure that the extraction of the coffee will be even. And then after that, the first time that we pour the hot water on the coffee powder, you will see bubbles actually appearing, and that's actually the agitation process where air is released from coffee powder, and that's the sweetness released from the coffee after it's roasting. And then we'll just continue adding water in circular motions. And why we do it in a circular motion is because, you know, in a kopitiam setting, we have the wooden stick to stir the coffee, but right here we don't have the wooden stick. So when we pour the water in a circular motion, it is actually stirring the coffee grounds below to ensure that the taste and the sweetness of the coffee is actually released. And why this this water kettle thing is designed with this arc actually is also related to science, because when you pour, the water will come out in like a twisting motion, and it's like in kopitiam setting, when you pull the kopi also comes out in a twist, and that releases the sweetness, and it will make the brew nicer, you know, when you have it. So at the end, when you finish pouring all the water, the surface of the coffee should have this white creamy foam, and that's the caramelization. So for our Nanyang coffee, the Robusta beans is roasted with butter and sugar. So that the whole process is called the caramelization process. So when you see that white creamy foam, you know that, yeah, your coffee is about ready to be served.
It's like an art and a science.
Yeah, exactly. So how did this come about to put together this Wan Qing Culture Festival based on Nanyang coffee?
Okay, Okay, so this actually dates back to perhaps the start of this year. I'm from Ngee Ann Polytechnic Diploma in Chinese Media and Communication, and I'm a Year 3 student. So me and my team, we were working on our final year project, and it was related to Nanyang coffee. So we worked together with Singapore Chinese Cultural Center as well as Big Shot Coffee to come out with a 4-day event. And we wanted to promote Nanyang coffee to the younger generation. So we had to use all the skills that we have learned in school, be it writing skills, design skills, to create this whole project that lasted for around 8 months. And after this whole event was over, I think Wan Qing they found us and they reached out to us. They wanted to collaborate, and we thought that this was another good opportunity to showcase Nanyang coffee and to continue to spread this culture, which was why the partnership happened.
Okay, so Erika, what are you hoping that the key takeaways for visitors will take from this, from both the photo exhibit and the CultureFest?
Okay, so basically what we hope to achieve from both the exhibition as well as the programs like CultureFest, which covers a whole range of intangible cultural heritage elements, from social practices to performing arts to food heritage, where Odelia comes in, is that we really hope to teach and also to create awareness about Singapore's history and also these heritage elements. And most importantly, of course, is to pass down these knowledge and the history from one generation to another.
Okay, well, thank you so much, both of you, for coming in and explaining it all to us and for bringing us some fine examples as well, Erika and Odelia. Erika Foo, Assistant Manager of Program at the Sun Yat-sen Nanyang Memorial Hall, and Odelia Ong Mun, student at Ngee Ann Polytechnic.